And we are back. Look at that. We back, baby. We back with episode 30 of the PVC Podcast. We are 30 now. This is an over 30 pod now.
Damn, I just turned 30. Shit.
Yep. Back with your boys Sam and Mike for episode 30 of the PVC Podcast. If you're seeing this on the visual, switch it up on you. Hit a little swap-arino. Now I'm looking at Mike instead of looking off the video. Because I'm always looking this way anyway. But yeah, how you doing, Mike?
Really good. I am so happy this week. Like
in gaming heaven right now.
Everything's perfect. Like I got all the time to myself. Like I'm not making another video till next week. I said fuck it. SMT5. Let's go.
He's gaming. This boy's gaming. And I'm doing all right. I've been trying to game. I'm trying to find something. I'm playing a bunch of different stuff, trying to find something. But otherwise, I'm doing all right. I had off Thursday, surprise. I was supposed to have a late job on Thursday, and then it got canceled. So I was off Thursday, which was cool, which is why I was streaming almost all day that day. That was 2 days ago now. So that was cool. Yeah, the week was all right. A better week than last week, although Wednesday I didn't get home till fucking midnight. But again, I didn't have work Thursday, so it kind of worked out. Yeah, this week was all right. Did some more stuff on my phone. Oh shit! Speaking of which, my phone, my new phone.
What kind of phone is it?
Pixel 6, Google Pixel 6.
Oh shit!
I made a new wallpaper. That's why I made that tweet. I was like, "Show me a new wallpaper," because I made mine. I was like, I was looking for one. I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just make my own," and then I did.
Well, shit. Oh wait a minute.
Oh shit! Wallpaper check. Oh shit! Oh. We gamers out here.
Shit! Clean. Damn.
Clean. So yeah, that was my week. Pretty good. But weekend. Oh, almost forgot. What'd you eat today, Mike?
Well, maybe a half hour ago I had smash burger. I got smash fries. Got some garlic on it. Nice and fresh. And I got fucking bacon, cheddar, ranch burger.
God
damn. And then I ordered an extra burger for later. Got to ration the food, bro. Got to ration the food.
The strats.
All right.
That's the strats.
So, yeah, that's what I had. It was good.
That's crazy because I had a burger yesterday. I had Five Guys burger yesterday. We were burger boyed up. We're burger boys. But today I had a handmade by Heather turkey club sandwich and some onion rings. And it was good. She stacked that thing up. And there's like 4 slices of provolone. This thing was stacked up. I threw it in the air fryer, heated up a little bit.
Provolone.
Yeah. It was just simple turkey, lettuce, tomato, bacon, provolone on some rye. Put it in the air fryer for a little crunch, a little crispity crunch on the bread. It was good. It was a good sandwich and some onion rings. Just put them right in the air fryer. It was like they were fresh out the deep. But yeah, it was good. It was a good meal. Delicious handmade meal. I would say homemade, but she made it at work and then brought it here. So
handmade. Work made. With love. Made with love at work.
Yes. But yeah, so we can start off right. I know you're juiced up, Mike. We can get right to it. How's SMT5? Yeah. It's been 20 years.
Yeah. So this, I don't tell a lot of people this recently because, I'm a monster on your content creator. But
all Shin Megami Tensei 5. People were like, what they keep saying these fucking four letters. What the fuck does that mean?
Yes.
Shin Megami Tensei, the game that made Persona allowed to exist. How about that?
Yes. See, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
But SMT is my favorite franchise. Like above everything, it's my favorite.
Damn.
So,
wait, everything like number one?
Yeah, it's been my number one. Actually, before I did Monster Hunter stuff, I did SMT stuff. Like I ran an SMT page called Samurai Frost, and we did pretty well on Facebook.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was like
lore. I didn't even know this.
That was my first foray into actual content creation. Back when it wasn't cool to be a content creator. But but it's not sustainable because one, SMT just takes too long to come out.
Yeah.
And then even the Persona games, Persona 5 took forever to come out. So
I just feel like RPGs just don't have much of a lifetime when it comes to content creation.
They don't. Now you would have to be like an RPG
unless it's
creator.
Fucking Pokemon. It's like the only one I know. That's it.
Turn-based, right? Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, turn-based. Yeah.
Because even fucking Dragon Quest takes forever too. Like, those games take a while. But yeah, it's been SMT 4 came out 2013, so it's been a couple of years.
Almost 10 years.
That is, God.
It is closer to a decade than a half-ade. Whatever the 5 years.
It's crazy. I might be 40 something when SMT 6 happens.
Yep.
God damn. But yeah, these games are an experience. They're definitely worth the wait. Even though I feel like they could come out on better consoles. But all right.
Talk about
Let me get this out the way, right?
Okay.
This game, it looks good. I mean, clearly it looks a little dated, but it's Atlas. Atlas is cheap, so whatever. But the Switch and its fucking crackhead 1080p or whatever the fuck, I hate it.
Is the Switch not doing it any favors?
I mean, no. I mean, the only reason why I'm putting up with it is because it's turn-based,
Look, I said this already. I did it with Metroid Dread. At this point, look, buy the game, and if it's running on fucking whatever, buy it, and then just play it on your goddamn PC, man.
I was thinking of doing that, but I would also have to import my save too, so I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might do that for future playthroughs. I don't know, but I'm hoping it comes out on PC. I'm hoping, but this game is so good. JRPG of the year. It surpasses Stories 2.
Oh,
it surpasses Stories 2. JRPG of the year, bro. And it's like, this game feels like a mixture of like Dune and fucking. I say Dune because you're mostly in a desert. Yeah. You're in like a desert ruins of Tokyo. So it's good.
So are these games like? Is it going off of 4, or is each game like a separate thing?
Well, so the thing about SMT, it translates to true reincarnation of the goddess. And the original story was about Izanami and Izanagi. And it's always about reincarnation. So it's kind of like Final Fantasy, except the core theme of SMT is rebirth and reincarnation. So
but like it's not the same characters every game.
No, not the same characters. But this game feels like it might be a direct sequel to SMT 3. Because...
Was that the one called Nocturne?
Yes. There are some similarities. One, Nocturne is in a desert of Tokyo. Like Tokyo gets turned into a vortex desert world. And that's Tokyo for a while. This place looks kind of similar. And at first I ignored it, but I was like... It's probably nothing. Probably coincidence. Then I found out that Tokyo in SMT 5 was destroyed 18 years ago. So most SMT games are contemporary, meaning that it takes place the year released in. So if this game is in 2021, 18 years ago was 2003. 2003 is SMT 3.
Oh shit. Oh, these are conspiracy theories you were getting into?
Yes. There's a lot of them. There's a lot. So it's like I did the math. I was like, wait a minute. 2003? Wait, they just released SMT3 Remaster. Also, the Demi Fiend from the main character from 3 makes an appearance in this game. And not that
okay.
He's made an appearance in other games because, you know, the multiverse thing. But I feel like there's too many coincidences. Like, there's a room where a terminal is. A terminal lets you teleport between different universes or different planes. This terminal room has the same terminal from SMT3. It's the same room from SMT3. So I'm like, okay, that's number 2 on the list. What else? Then you can get relics from Tokyo. And you can find like cult books. There's this one called Old Magazine. And it says, the description is a cult magazine from 18 years ago. The beginning of SMT3, someone gives you a cult magazine before the end of the world happens. Like, do you guys spell it out, bro?
Have you beat it yet?
Oh, no. I'm only like 20 hours in. So...
I'm only 20 hours in, nowhere near beating it.
20 hours. And this game is supposed to be long as fuck. So
like, how long do you think it is? Like 100 hours?
Well, from what I heard, average is about 70 to 80 hours of just like main story. So
for a JRPG, to me, that is wild.
And then on top of that, it's replayable because, you know, the new game plus and a different ending. So it's... Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so I know like they were getting on the reviewer because they were like, oh, it's like Persona with no heart or whatever. But like, there's a certain point where you got to look at it. Dude, this is an 80-hour game and they're just reviewing it for one article and they're probably never going to play it again. I don't know how early you can give somebody this game, but it's insane, right? Like, here's a game that has well into 100 hours if you want to exhaust everything. Now write a review on it before it comes out. Like, that's nuts. Like, that's ridiculous.
The thing... So, after playing it for a while, I kind of get... Fucking hair in my nose. I kind of get... I think I get where that person was coming from because SMT5 has a bit of a high school setting. It doesn't last for long, though. But a slight spoiler here for anyone watching.
Yeah, well, I don't. Spoiler alert for those playing.
Yeah, slight spoiler. So, you find out that the Tokyo you're living in isn't even real, because the actual Tokyo is, you know, in the demon plane now. So, you're going to high school and you think you lived, I don't know how long 18 years or whatever the fuck, in Tokyo, but actually it's fake. All that shit is fake, and the demons are trying to come back to this fake-ass Tokyo. They already took over the old Tokyo. Now they want to come here.
So now they're trying to take over the old one and the fake one.
Yeah, exactly.
Who made the fake one?
Apparently God did.
Oh.
Though I see, okay. I don't know enough yet, but apparently God did something. I don't know. I'll find out. But if this has anything to do with SMT3, it might branch off from one of the endings of that game where you reset the world. Well, I guess neutral ending, when you reset the world the way it used to be. But maybe God did actually reverse what happened. Maybe he just made a fake Tokyo. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But the only thing I can say is that I kind of get what they were saying. Oh, like, oh, you're in high school and you meet some friends, but I can't date them, and you know, there's not a lot of cutscenes. And the thing about SMT and Persona, right? Persona's the game.
Do you make your own character in that game, or do you play as whatever they give you?
Nah, you play whatever they give you. But you can name them though. You can name the character.
Okay.
But so Persona, especially Persona 5, story heavy game, exposition up the butthole, to the point where you might fall asleep. Like, SMT is dungeon crawling and battling.
Gameplay.
Yes. all that's there may be a little bit of story expedition every now and then, but it's not even long. It's maybe like the most you'll get is a 5-minute cutscene, and that's rare.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't, for some reason people really gravitate toward Persona, and they look at SMT differently, like as if it's like less than Persona, which I don't get because they're both two different things. You know, like they come from the same branch, but they're different. So I like both of them, even though it's a meme to like be on the side. It's fucking stupid, bro. It's the dumbest shit ever. This has been going on for years. Like SMT versus Persona is so stupid. It's like either you like both or you don't. Whatever. Who cares? But you know, when you say, "Oh, SMT5 is Persona 5's edgy younger brother," you're gonna get pushback because it's not the younger brother. First of all, like that's not right. So I think people went too hard. They was like giving her death threats and shit, and
that's all.
That's just never called for. Like,
no.
If you don't like it, just don't like the review. Don't watch the review. Like, who cares? Dislike it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You know what?
Speaking of that,
I forgot. I knew there was something else. Forgot to write that down, but that's relative. That's a segue right there. We podding. YouTube is they haven't done it yet, right? But they plan to.
No, they have.
Get rid of the. Oh, they have. They've already done it.
Yep, I noticed already.
So, yeah, YouTube has gotten rid of the. Oh, it's still there.
Not for me.
Or maybe I might have a. Okay, so they're rolling it out then.
Yeah, I think they're rolling it
out. So they're rolling out getting rid of the dislike button.
Or dislike count.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But wait.
What?
Oh, yeah. How does that work then?
So it's
you can click the button, but you don't see the number next to it.
Yeah. Only the creator does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's dumb.
Yeah. So it's like it happened. You know, they did this a few days ago, and I saw some people talking on one side, talking on other, and I don't know. When they first did it, I was like, fucking YouTube, fucking stupid. You're dumb. Whatever. You shouldn't do that. Which is how we always feel about everything YouTube does. Usually, it's always you're stupid. YouTube, you're not helping anything. You just want more money. And then I saw some people that were like, yo, this is kind of okay. It'll help stop toxicity or whatever. So I was kind of like on both sides of it, but I think ultimately for my experience, like I think on a grand scale, people are like, this is dumb because people who are getting, you know, when look at Sonic the Hedgehog, you get the dislikes and look what happened. That was fixed. And, you know, the Switch Online, like we let them now Nintendo knows like or whatever. But like, I think on a grander scale, those things are so much edge cases, not to say that they aren't important, but that doesn't happen every day, right? Where some shit comes out and it needs to get disliked to hell for a change to be made. That's not that common. Granted, when it does happen, it's important. So that's kind of where I'm at on the other side. But I think for the 95%, and I'm pulling that number out of nowhere, cases, it might not be great. But it's one of those things where it's YouTube and it's Google and it's a big corporation and it's money. So is it really for that, or is it just because they want their trailers to look like they're doing well when nobody actually likes it and they're all disliking it? So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I never click the dislike button ever. Like if I don't like something, I just don't click like on it. I never actively dislike anything. So for
honestly,
my personal,
yeah, me neither.
Yeah, for my personal YouTube experience, it doesn't really matter because I either like it or I don't do anything. I don't actively dislike it. But I will say when I see something I don't like and I see the dislike number is bigger than the like number, I'm like, Nice.
Yeah, like,
but I don't ever click it myself.
Yeah, you're probably like, man, this probably ain't it then. Damn.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But now
and usually it's like when I see it and I have an idea that I'm like, this, no, probably not. And then that like kind of reinforces it for me. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, people are easily influenced. Like some people could see some stuff and they're like, oh, I thought I was going to like this, but this has 8 million dislikes. So now I'm just going to hate it. And they might have actually liked it anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think it is interesting to talk about. What do you think about it? You do more YouTube stuff than I do.
Well, I mean, you know what's funny? Maybe 2 or 3 of my videos got dislike bombed. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that happened.
The one about Magnum Malo kind of got.
Oh, the demo
bombed.
one?
Yeah. And the meme video I did about hunting horn, when I said it was a support weapon, that got more dislikes than likes.
I feel like on stuff like that, though, you know that's coming. Like you knew that was coming. That wasn't like a genuine thing, and you were like, "What the fuck, man?" Like you know, that was a meme. So I was like, whatever. Okay. Like the demo one, like that one is like that's fucked up because you were just like, "Hey, look, he's stupid in this demo." That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So that one, like, I get. Yeah.
But the hunting horn one, yeah, I knew I had that one coming.
Yeah.
All right, but even though I still feel like you should have just left it the same. They're saying that this is good for mental health for smaller creators. And
see, that's the thing that makes me think that it's like, no, this is just for big fucking companies.
It is for big companies.
I'm still seeing it. If they wanted to just get rid of it, they could just get rid of the dislike button.
Yeah.
If it's for the mental health of the creator, I'm still seeing it. I'm the only one seeing it now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm like, I can't even like say anything like, hey guys, can you stop? Like you can't even say anything now because it's only for you to see. So I feel like this is worse. You got to like internalize all of it now. Yeah. I feel like that was
it's bullshit.
That was a front.
That's what it is. It's bullshit because big companies complained about that shit. That's why fucking Sega. Remember Sega's videos was getting dislike bombed for NGS? Their streams recently?
Well, that was a mechanic of YouTube, I guess, in general, which I think is kind of fair. If it's like a live stream and it gets a bunch of dislikes before it even goes live, they'll like YouTube will just reset it. It's not the creator.
Okay.
Because it hasn't went live. So like, how do you dislike something you haven't watched yet? So like, I get that. Needless to say, I mean, maybe it gave them a sign of like, hey, maybe you need to do something with your game. And, you know, damn, I thought we were going to get through another stream without talking about PSO. But yeah, I mean, in that situation, that's fair because you should only be clicking like or dislike once you've watched the video. So if it's a stream that hasn't went live yet,
dude,
how are you dislike bombing it?
I'll publish a video and within 50 seconds I get 1 dislike.
Yo, I think there's a bot, man. I think there's a bot that just does 1 dislike on every single video that's on YouTube. At least 1. Because there's no way. Like, that fast? It's not enough time. Like, there has to be a bot just doing 1 on everything.
Because I'm
just to be like, hey, look, you need to get better. Like, everything.
There can't be someone who's following me who's just like, oh, publish a video, dislike. Like, I don't believe that shit.
Instantly, right? Like they're invested in clicking the dislike button on every video. Like, I don't believe that either.
Yeah, it's weird.
There's no way. But yeah, I mean, I think I don't know the pessimistic side of me is just like, this is just for fucking companies to not let other people see that people don't want this fucking Switch Online and they think it's shitty and that they should do something about it. And
it is shitty.
And now there's not Kotaku articles about the least disliked video on Nintendo's page. Like, that's where I want to go. But on the other side, it's like, you know, maybe some people don't want that there. So that's kind of where I'm at. I throughout the week, I went from one side to the other, and then now I'm in the middle. So that's been my take on it. But with Switch Online, we could pass that in basically to GTA, and they're related, as in these companies to stop releasing old fucking games. It doesn't work. This GTA trilogy ain't it.
I'm still getting San Andreas though. I don't give a fuck. Still getting San Andreas.
Oh my God.
And I might get Vice City.
You've seen this.
I have.
So the GTA trilogy came
it.
out this week, right? It was this week.
Yep.
It's a shit show. It's a shit show, to say the least. In the game, there's a whole other mess that happened on PC where, because you've got to play through their launcher. So their launcher was like broken. And if you bought it, they like delisted the game through the launcher on PC. So you had it and you just couldn't play it, and it was out.
Do you know how pissed I would have been? Because if SMT didn't come out when it did, I would have got San Andreas. And I would have been tight.
Oh my God. Yeah, for me, like, as far as the game goes, like, GTA was just kind of a little blip on the radar for me. Not in the sense that it's not an important game, but like, I played it. I played fucking Vice City back on PS2 when I was a kid, and I did Vigilante, spawned a tank and just ran shit over with like cheat codes, and I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah,
all right. And like, that's like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, that was cool for like a weekend or something, maybe a couple weekends. And I was like, all right, I experienced all the GTA I needed. Like, it's never really a game for me to go into, but I know it's huge. Like, I know it's, you know, it's an important game as to gaming. But like, goddamn, between this fucking Switch Online expansion pack, the N64, there's another one. I mean, kind of this brilliant Diamond Pearl remake. Battlefield 2042. They have like this old, like, you could play like old stuff, and it's fucked. Look, just make new shit or stop making shit. Like, all these game companies keep trying to live off of the old stuff, and it ain't working. Clearly, it's all broken. Just make new shit and make that good shit.
You know, I'm glad Capcom doesn't recycle Monster Hunter 1 to fucking 4 over and over again.
And it's going to be like, oh, what do you mean they've been using the same engine? Sure, but they're not making the same fucking game. The numbers going up. The name's changing. Assets may be reused, sure. But they're not. That's why when I see people say like, oh, I want my 4U remake, I just want to fucking slap the shit out of them.
Most of us aren't gonna play it that much anyway.
It's like, here's a remake. Other than the 8 people still fucking sucking on Gilmarm's titties, they're gonna fucking play the whole goddamn game anyway.
I don't think
play it, get to G rank and be like, all right, we're done. That's it. And then now Capcom spent so many resources on this remake that is not like a retention. There's no retention on that.
That's why I think that they're better off just reusing areas and just redoing them instead of just remakes. I will say, if they ported all the main games to PC, that'd be cool. You know.
See, that's the thing. I'm torn on that, because it's not like all right, it's ported. Like, they're going to have to take resources from something else to do it. And then it's like, if they did it, it's like, well, why didn't you just remake it? Why didn't you just do it in this engine? And it's like, well, again, Capcom likes to try new shit. Well, at least as far as Monster Hunter, they always like to try new shit, which is part of what makes the series so great. They always like to try new stuff. So like, I could see them remaking it, but they're like, all right, well, it's try, but we put Charge Blade in or something. And then now we're in this weird area where, like, fucking GTA, they redid the models and they redid the engine, and now the fucking characters look like strings of Laffy Taffy, and they look all fucking weird and shit. And then it'll just be a mess. Just make new shit. Again, I'm not a big GTA person. But dear God, just make 6 already. Just please.
Yeah, that's taking mad long, bro. It's taking forever.
Just skip on the trilogy and just make 6. That's it.
As far as remakes go, the only 2 remakes I want is SMT 1 and 2. Because 1, we never got those games in the West officially. And 2, they were Super Nintendo games and they were really, really budget RPGs. Budget first-person RPGs. So to do those games over and like SMT 5's engine or whatever the fuck would be awesome. Other than that, I'm good. I'm good on remakes. Okay, maybe Final Fantasy 7, but I didn't ask for that. I'm just playing it, and it's good.
Yeah,
but I didn't ask
I mean,
for that.
like 7. I want 7 remake. I'm well on record. But again, I asking for it? No.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are a lot of people asking for it, but it's just like and even then, you look at that. I mean, we had Adam on here. People do not like that shit. There's a lot of people who do not like that remake. And I get it. They're changing the whole story around and shit. Granted, I don't care.
I don't care either.
Tifa,
but I
just want to see Tifa do badass fucking suplexing shit. So I don't care. Yeah. But for people who, you know, are truly attached to the story and then they remake it and then just fucking change the story, that's a valid reason to be pissed off at it. Just leave it alone. So yeah, I don't know. They need to just make new shit. Make another. I mean, they're doing that. They're making more Final Fantasy something soldier, Winter Soldier, fucking ever Chris. I don't know, some fucking battle BR game or something that's mobile.
That battle royale game, yeah.
Yeah, just make, like, if you want to use the same IP, sure, whatever. Just add to the story. Just do something else after it. Just like they did. I mean, I haven't played Crisis Core yet, but that's like that. What they did there, like they wanted more Final Fantasy 7. All right, let's just take a character and do a story on that and make it a new game.
Crisis Core is pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
I'm looking forward to playing that once I finish 7. That's my next thing. And that can get me into tech because this guy can emulate PSP. And I got a new case. I got this little case here. It's not my wallet case anymore, but it is a wallet case. It's got this little pouch on it. But this can fit in my Razer Kishi controller thing. So I could turn this into a PSP. And then when I finish 7, I'll play some Crisis Core on here. On the go.
Shit.
Goddamn technology. Technology. But yeah. So yeah, when I was seeing all that GTA stuff, I was just like, dude, they just gotta leave it alone, man. Just
they done fucked up 3 full games, bro. 3 games. 3 games. They done fucked up 3 remasters.
Fucked up 3 games. Yeah, 3 games. They fucked up 3 games.
How you not notice
That's
after the
fucking
first
wild.
game, bro?
Like that. How do you fuck up all 3 of them? Like, they do the first, what is it? Vice City, San Andreas, or is it?
GTA
Which ones
3.
are in it?
3, Vice City.
So 3,
and
Vice
San
City
Andreas.
and San Andreas.
Yeah.
So they did 3 and they were like, that don't look right, but let's just do Vice City. All right. That one don't look good. Let's just go to San Andreas. That don't look great either. Ship it.
What?
Just fucking ship it. Dude, I saw the 2 characters. I think it was San Andreas. It was like 2 Hispanic characters. They look like M&Ms. Their heads, their faces look like the M&M characters.
This
like
girl
M&M.
had a bandana on, but in the remaster, it looked like a cat, or it looked like a fade. Like she had a big ass.
It looked
fade
like a haircut.
Yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Dude, and maybe, you know what? Maybe they're taking the Bethesda approach. Maybe they're like, hey, let's just make a really busted ass game and people will just fix it and it'll be funny along the way.
No, they had modders already fix up those games, but they tried to sue them, not even hire them, sue them, and then like do this shitty ass job on these fucking remasters. Like,
oh my god,
that's fucked up.
Yeah, wild. That's wild. But yeah. And the fucking the last part was that one clip of they took the first person riding on the bike. It's his face, like just flipping around. Maybe this was the intention because people are talking about it. I don't think people will be talking about it.
Because I feel like this is not a time sensitive release. Like,
that's the thing. That's so weird. There's nothing that's like, this game's got to come out now. You could have did this next year.
Yeah, it's not like a fucking Cyberpunk or some shit. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But speaking of time sensitive, I'm sensitive about the time that Steam Deck's going to come out.
Next year's almost here, though.
It is. So we have disappointing news as PVC Pod, Valve, friends of the show, let us know that our favorite device, Steam Deck, is getting delayed. To be fair, I'm not surprised, and I'm not like pissed at Valve. I'm not gonna go fucking tweet at them and say, "Hey, fuck you."
No.
It's still a fucking shortage, man. People still can't find graphics cards. If anything, what I'm hoping happens with more time because they don't have the hardware is the software is just going to be that much more when we finally get it. Because I'm sure there's going to be things that are not 100% one for one or whatever. So they pushed it back to February. Is that Q1? Q2? Did they call it Q2? I don't remember. What they called it. But they pushed it back. Mine now says it said Q1 2022. Now it says Q2.
Oh god damn.
So yeah, I think I don't remember if they said a date or if they just said push back to oh yeah, February. We'll start shipping February. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't know if they consider that Q1 or Q2. I mean, it should be Q1. It's January. I think January.
Yeah, it's right after January.
I don't know why my shit says fuck Q2 then. That's what the fuck. I ordered my shit the day of, within the hour. So yeah, it says Q2 now. So we'll see. I keep saying that I want the Steam Deck, but I don't know what I'm going to play on it. But there's been some games I've been trying to play this week that I think would be great Steam Deck games, but we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I'm excited for it anyway. I'm not mad about it. It sucks, but it'll get here. And I think it'll be awesome whenever it does get here.
Ultimate emulation machine.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But what I'm going to do,
my ultimate gaming machine, honestly, when I'm not
I'm going to get all the ROMs on my phone just in case some shit gets fucked up, and then transfer it to the Steam Deck.
Get an SD card.
Yeah. That's what I'm
going to do. It's got an SD card slot.
That's what I'm going to do.
Just pop it all on the SD card. Bam.
Downloading ROMs nowadays is risky business. So it's not like you can just go to, unless I ask you. Well, otherwise, if I'm looking on Google, it's the last time I downloaded Battle Network 6, my phone got a virus. And I spent 2 hours getting the virus off my phone.
Oh my God, Mike.
So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this on my PC,
God.
bro. I'm gonna transfer the file over.
God.
Fuck that.
Yeah, just I'm a message away, Mike.
That's
Barely
why
even that.
That's why I asked you and Tom for the Freedom Unite ROM, because I was not looking for that shit by myself. And let me tell you, a couple of years ago, it was so easy. I had a collection of games.
Yeah.
This was me, bro. I had a folder with all my ROMs, right? It was on an old laptop that I had. So it's just gone.
Oh.
Actually, no. The laptop is actually still around. I could probably take all that shit off. But yeah. I had a whole folder of like GBA games. And then I would go to GameFAQs, get the box art, and put the picture in the folder. And it was like, this is my ROM collection.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
I mean, there's
stuff now that makes it. I mean, there's RetroArch, there's Launchbox, there's EmuState. There's a lot of like front ends that just do all of that now. You just got to get the games, point it to the folder. It'll get the image. It'll make it pretty. You can just fucking boot it up. It's technology's out there, man. Technology's crazy.
I gotta do that.
It's out there.
I gotta do that.
Yeah. I went on a spree not too long ago. I'm set up, and I got the resources to get whatever I need.
I need to do that.
Of course, games that I own. Yeah, they're all games that I own. I purchased with my own money. I'm just backing them up.
I don't
have a disc reader anymore because who uses discs?
Yeah,
cartridge readers.
I'm just come out and say it. So half the games I downloaded, I had never owned. So maybe a few of them. I had Battle Network 3, 4, and 5, and 6, but everything else, I'm just trying new shit out, bro. Like, I'm not going. SMT 1 and 2 never came out here, so I ain't gonna never own it.
Hey. And that's the thing, right? Easily accessible or reasonably priced.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff is neither of those two. So fucking fair game.
Yeah,
fair game, man.
Translation patch for those games? Man, fuck buying that game.
I spent $80 for some fucking Chrono Trigger. Some shit like that. No.
Fuck that. Get that shit for free. Fuck that shit.
No, not doing it. Not doing it. But yeah, Steam Deck delayed. Don't worry. PVC Podcast still highly anticipating it. I have no doubts it's gonna be a fucking awesome piece of tech. Yeah, I'm still excited for it. But with tech, like I was saying earlier, new phone. I got a new phone, Pixel 6. It's been some growing pains, and I figure I might as well voice them now. I'm sure there's some people watching who are interested in tech, and this is a new Pixel phone that just came out, and Google sold.
How much you pay for it?
600. Well, 600. It's $600. Yeah. I'm financing it because fuck it. So I basically just added to my phone bill for like a year.
Okay. That sounds like me and my credit card bill.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just on my phone bill basically because my phone bill's cheap as hell. I've been paying $60 for unlimited everything since like 2012, and yeah, my phone bill has like not changed, and it's like actually unlimited, not like 10 gigs and then we cap you unlimited. It's like actually because it's grandfathered as hell, so it's like whatever. So I just added it to that, but I've been loving the phone. It's pretty as hell. Oh my god, it's so pretty. And I usually have like a wallet case, like a flip folio case. I've been having folio cases for like a decade at least. Every phone I get, because I keep my cards and everything in there. And this phone is so pretty. The camera's sick. If you saw any pictures I've posted on Twitter in the past couple weeks have been from that weird ass fucking selfie I took with the blur background. That was that was the front facing of this guy. And it's nice. It's cool. I usually root my phones. I usually root them, and then I do all that stuff. This is the first phone ever that I've not rooted and I've been using Android since Android came out. I think I looked it up. It was 2008.
God
The
damn.
T-Mobile, the G1, and I had that phone. I've been rooting all of them since 2008. And this one is so clean. And I was like, I'm not going to do it.
I got my first smartphone in 2013.
It's a lot. Heather didn't get her. When did you get your first phone? Your smartphone? Yeah. It was the one before that one, right? Or the one before I gave you before that one. You're like 20 something. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Heather didn't get her till she was in her 20s either. So she has this phone. She had one before that I gave her. And then her phone before that was her first one. So I think there's a lot of people who didn't get phones early. When I was younger, I used to be like, what? How? This is crazy. Because I'm like just so into technology. I'd be like, what do you mean? But like, it's at the end of the day, it's a communication device. And especially back then, if all you did was just fucking tell your parents where the hell you were when you went out, like fucking
I never
whatever.
needed a phone because it was like we had the house phone at the time, and I didn't really talk to a lot of people. So it's like, if you really want to talk to me, call my house, right?
Yeah.
But when I got my first job, bought myself a phone. So
yeah, I've always been into phones. I remember I got my first phone. It was the Nokia 3300, the brick with the 3 buttons under the screen that had Snake on it. That was like the first phone I got in like 6th or 7th grade.
Damn.
But it's because I'm into that stuff. So it was like a gift. It was like, that's what I want for my birthday kind of thing.
For me, it was between game console or phone. And I always picked the games. So
yeah.
That's a fucking phone.
So yeah, so I've always been in a phone. So yeah, I got this guy, and again, this is the first time I'm not rooting. I'm like, I'm just doing a pure experience straight from Google, and it's clean. And there's some times where I'm like, there's some things that they're doing, because I've always liked Android over the iPhone, because it's like I could just do whatever the fuck I want with the phone. It's my phone. It's my hardware. Yes, you might have made the software, but I have the ability to do whatever. And there's little hints I'm seeing where I'm like, it's a little Apple-y. That's a little iPhone-y. Like some permission things where I'm like, this is my phone. Just let me access the folder. It's mine. It's not like I can't do anything, but there's little bits. But when it is good, when it's smooth and the animations are here, look at this. Look, like when I unlock it like that, and then
I think my phone does that too. Wait, let me see.
And then like when I do let me see if it'll work. If I could show it with my thumb. I don't know if I can show it with my thumb. Where is it? When I unlock it, it does like this. Oh, hold on. That feels nice. Every time I look at it, feels clean. I'm like, you know what? That was worth $600.
Damn, my shit does that in one frame. So
see, I'm happy with it though. I think I'm happy with it. And dude, is wireless charging? I know it's not new.
Shit.
It's been around, but I haven't had a phone that supported wireless charging in a very long time. And the technology has advanced. The chargers are smaller.
Is it fast charging?
I don't think so. Damn. But I mean, that's the thing with wireless charging is it's just like I just put my phone down. It's just like putting it on my desk. So I'm not even like, I don't gotta plug it in or anything. I just set it down and now it's charging.
You know what I want? The hexagram wireless charger, where it's a hexagram and you just put your phone on it and it charges. It's pretty fucking cool.
What do you mean? Like, so that I can't show it. Well, I can kind of show it. So it's just like a circle. It's just this. I just put it on this.
Yeah, see?
It's just like that.
You can buy a custom made one that's a hexagram if you're edgy like me.
What's a hexagram?
You know
is that from something?
You know, the Jewish star with the demonic thing.
Oh, is that the thing? It's like the demons are charging your phone? The
Yeah.
pentagram?
So you put that shit on there and it just charges your fucking phone. Let's go.
So the demons are charging your phone.
Yeah. That's what That's what I want, bro.
Oh my god, yes, you would, of course. But yeah, I'm enjoying the phone. It's cool. Technology's crazy, and wireless charging nuts. It's not new, but I haven't had it in a long time, and it's cool. So yeah, what do we got? We're talking about games for a bit. Oh, there's some stuff on here, man. We got some stuff in here. Oh, you know what? Because you said you wanted to talk about it. You said you wish you had somebody talk about, or you wanted to talk about Monster Hunter Stories too. So here you go, Mike. What do you want to talk about? Nothing.
I mean, the DLC is nice, but I don't. The game doesn't have.
You said you wanted to talk about it,
dude. Stories 2 is a good game, bro. It's a good game, bro. But I had so many high hopes for like the initial, like, after playing the game. Like, I was like, yo, I'm gonna have content for months. PvP, bro.
You
DLC,
crazy,
bro.
I mean, you had that a week early. You were going nuts.
And it paid off because I got so many subs from those videos. It was great. But it died off so quick.
That's what I'm saying.
PC. Fucking, there is no PvP scene on PC.
No.
That already killed the game for me. Like, then the DLC, it's like, why am I do this? What? There's no new game plus or anything. It's like, why? You know, so it's like, new DLC comes out, I download it, I look at the quests, and I'm like, the fuck am I gonna use this monsters for? What am I gonna use Gold Rathian for? For what?
Yeah. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying with JRPGs. They just don't have a long retention rate as far as like content creation goes. Like, I just don't see.
Yeah.
For what? You get through it, you experience the stuff. If it's even if it's great, which Stories 2 is a great game through and through from the start to finish. It's awesome. But then, like, it's a JRPG. Like, what are you doing? You know everything that's gonna happen. I fight this monster. I do this turn, this turn, this turn, that turn, this turn, and then it's done. And now I just do the same thing over and over again. So it's like, what is there to do?
It's kind of unfortunate. That's why I was hoping PvP took off, but Capcom was just like, no, we just put this in here, just put it in there. Like, we don't really care about it. Like, no anti-cheat, no events, no tournaments, whatever. It's just there.
Yeah. So here you go. That's it. See a little bonus if it works.
Okay, thanks. Like, you ruined it. You ruined the longevity of the goddamn game. That's why no one's talking about it.
Yeah. But I wonder if they were even looking at it like that, though, because it's not that kind of game. I feel like they weren't even. I feel like what they got out of it, or what they're still getting, whatever bits and pieces are left, is like what they were expecting or more. Honestly, because I think the game did really good.
No, it did. It did well.
Awesome.
It did, and I don't think. Well, no, I don't think so, because even I do like what Pokemon does, though. Because a Pokemon game, if you're into PvP, will last you forever. Because it's Pokemon, and Pokemon doesn't die. So it's like, there's always something to do.
It's a cheat code. Pokemon's a cheat code.
Yeah.
But they do like events and seasonal things, and here we'll give you this Pokemon if you do this thing, or online stuff, and
it's great.
So I mean, I guess they could have did that kind of stuff. They have like special Pokemon you get if you participate on things like that. That stuff was starting to happen when I was starting to get out of Pokemon, and I was just like, man, I wish that was there when I was a kid. because like now
Yeah,
I
all
don't
that
play it
stuff
anymore, but
is cool. Like
yeah.
I remember Black and White having the seasonal tournaments, with the seasonal Wi-Fi tournaments, which was cool. All that stuff is really good, and I was hoping Stories 2 would embrace that, but no.
Nope. Nope. You get it, got it, done. That's what they did. But hey, at least it did well. So I'm sure they'll be making another one. I don't see how they wouldn't. And maybe on that one, they'll do it. Because I feel like Stories 1 was honestly like a beta. Not that the game wasn't complete or finished or anything, but as far as like draw and pull and audience viewers and playership and stuff like that, it was kind of like, oh, we're testing the waters. Stories 2 was like, all right, this is an actual game now.
That's actually, I think that's why they greenlit Stories 2, even though the first one was kind of, because they were like, why don't we just try this again and see what happens? And it paid off,
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, we'll see. Stories 2, or if they do they might do a G-Rank. They might go Monster Hunter route and do a Stories 2 fucking Moonbound or something to coincide with Sunbreak or something.
Moonbound. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Weeb Edition.
Add Longsword. Yeah, I don't know. They could do something like that.
God, what if they add like a Eastern region and then add the fucking longsword?
Yo, they had Chargeblade. I'm back in there. I'm back in there.
Chargeblade will be so good in Stories.
They could do so many types of like turn-based mechanics of getting files and changing modes and SAD and all that stuff.
Count a guard point. Imagine a guard point. Yeah,
guard points. Oh man, yeah, they could do cool counters and stuff like that. Yeah, they could definitely, like, if you counter, the follow-up has like an increased chance to KO or something like that. Yeah, they could totally do some cool shit with Chargeblade. I know for the longest I was like, shut up, who cares? It's all a fucking turn-based game. Doesn't matter what weapons and Stories 2. I take that back. I want Chargeblade.
Yeah, because when you play it, you can see all the like interesting things they can do with every weapon.
Same yeah, and they do the actual animations. Like, I want to see a fucking cell-shaded SAD. Oh my god. Yeah. I need that. Yeah. They got to do that. Capcom, Stories 2, Moonbound. Put Chargeblade in it.
Moonbound.
Give me it.
We're going to the moon.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be awesome. I just know you said you felt like you want to talk about Stories 2. Man, we still got a bunch. We got a bunch of stuff we could talk about. No, I think this is going to be a segment until your life determines it's not. So we got to get into it. Your dating escapades, your dating app escapades. Where are you at now? You said you had some other stuff. This is going to be a segment. We got food. We got food with the boys. We got Tinder with Mike. We got dating with Mike.
Man, so I'm not looking for like some serious shit,
Yeah.
Right now, I just want to like meet new people because I don't go out that much, right?
Yeah.
So I've been using this site called Kippo or whatever. It's for gamers. People. And I've met 2 people on there. One person was a catfish. So there's that. And it's crazy because, okay, the one thing I learned about that site, you can like put your favorite games on your profile, right? Any profile without any games is fake. So like even if they have a perfectly fine bio, if there's no games on there, it's fake. Don't fall for it. Don't. Because I did. All right. So
this for a dating app made for gamers, and they didn't say any games they like.
She had no games on there, but I read her bio. She was like, "Yeah, I like video games and RPGs and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh. So her pictures, light-skinned girl, brown, curly hair. Apparently she was Native American. When I saw Native American, I was like, bro, my penis exploded, okay? I saw Native American, and then I said, I was like, all right, let me message her right now. You know, like Native American, ooh, shit. That's a rare Pokemon, son. Like, let's go. So I message her, and this is like John streaming, right? I'm watching John stream. This is like at 12 o'clock at night. I message her, and then she messages me back like 30 minutes later, and I'm like, oh shit, I got a message back? Word? So I check it. She's like, oh, I didn't think anyone would message me back here. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, is it usually dead here? And she was like, no, I just don't usually meet like real people. And I'm like, all right, I'm red flag, but I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it because fuck it.
Red flag, but I'm gonna ignore it.
I'm ignoring red flag. So we're talking for a bit, and then you know somebody's fake when they're flirting too fast, right?
Yes.
And she did that. She did. You know what I said? Fuck it. What other apps you got? I said, what other apps you got? How we gonna message outside of this shit? So she was like, download. It wasn't even WhatsApp. It was fucking. Damn, what? It was
Telegram?
Signal.
Oh.
And I was like, who the fuck uses Signal? But you know what I said? I said, oh, I got Signal. And then I downloaded it right then and there. I downloaded Signal, and I said, I got Signal. Yo, come through. Come through. Add me on Signal. So, like, we're talking and shit, and then I'm noticing, like, the way this girl types, and I'm like, I don't think English is her native language, but she's Native American. That's not right. Like, that's a little sus. Red flag, but I'm ignore it. I'm gonna keep it in the back of my head, right?
Multiple.
Yeah, multiple red flags. And I said, fuck it. So I said, I was like, so you live in New York, right? She's like, yeah. She gave me an address. So you know what I did? I looked it up.
Of course.
It's weird because I said, oh cool, which part of New York you live in? She gave me a full address. And I was like,
that's not, you know, nobody say, you say what borough you're in.
I was like,
just
all right.
Give somebody a full address.
I look it up. She gave me an address in Manhattan that's not even on the market anymore. It's like an abandoned building, bro. It's an abandoned building. So I'm like, okay, so this is bullshit. So I saved all 4 of her pictures and I reverse Google image searched them, right? The first 3 images I couldn't find shit. So I was like, there's a possibility this person might be real, they might be fucking around. I don't know. I looked up the last photo and I found it. I found it. It was on a site called fucking damn, what the fuck was this site called? I don't remember, but it was some school site where high schoolers ask questions. And I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, why the fuck is this photo here? Like, all right,
because it's not a real person.
Yeah, I was like, all right, maybe either this person's not real or she got her photo stolen. I don't know yet. So, you know what I did?
Way.
I said, you should totally send me a voice message. She sent me a voice message, bro. And it is a woman, but not the woman in the picture, that's for sure. Because this woman sounds like she's from Sweden or some shit. Like, she doesn't sound like she talks English. She doesn't. And I was like, bro, I can't believe this is happening. Like, I stayed up for 2 hours.
I can't believe it.
I stayed up for 2 hours searching up this person, bro. 2 hours. This can't be happening. You know? It can't be.
Oh my God.
So I said, you should totally send me a picture right now, just to make sure, you know, we trust each other. She sent me 2 pictures that looked like it was professionally taken. So I'm like,
Can I get
okay.
a selfie?
I was like, I took a picture of me like this with my thumb up. I said, send me a picture with your thumb up. She said, not right now, hon. I'm kind of busy with laundry. I was like, man, this motherfucking liar, man. I was like, man, fuck this, man. I deleted the whole app. I was like, fuck this.
Deleted the whole app.
I deleted the whole app. I was like, fuck it. You know what happened? A week later, I'm browsing Keepo and I see the same girl with 4 different photos in a different location. So she made a new fake profile.
Oh my God. See, the thing is, I don't like, I know the whole scam of, you know, like, oh, I need money to do it. Like the money scam. I know the money scam. What is that scam? What are you getting out of that?
Have you ever seen the show Catfish?
I mean, I know of it, but I've never seen it.
I think there's legit lonely people that have fun in tricking and like being someone they're not, right? And they might actually fall in love with you and want you to meet them to see if you might like the real them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're basically gambling. And
yeah,
most people are gonna be like,
emotional gambling.
Motherfucker, you're not the person in the picture, so fuck no. Like, and nine times out of 10, they're not even on the same level as the person in the pictures. Okay.
Yeah.
Like they're not. So I can understand, like, if you were kind of, let's say you were really hot, but you thought you looked ugly, and then I saw the real you, and I was like, oh, well, you lied to me. You still look kind of good though. But that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen though. Like they always look like completely different. Completely different. Yeah. So this woman could have been like fucking 50 something for all I know. Like,
yeah.
Man, fuck this shit.
You gotta find a new app.
Fuck this shit.
You gotta start going to a bar or something, Mike. You gotta.
I think that could work out. I think because in person, like, I feel like I have enough charisma to, you know, I mean, I did it to Valerie. I mean, you know, if you're watching right now, I did it to you. So. and no, it's, you know, and it's fine because me and her are cool. But, you know, I did it. I did it to you. So, you know. Online, it's a little more tame because things can sound creepy really easily with text.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no context or tone or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. The dating site thing is not for me. I don't like that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I could either. But hey, you got some experiences. There's that.
I never thought that I would literally be a detective for like 3 hours. Just looking up someone's identification, bro. Like, and it was fun. Like, I deadass thought about opening up Twitch and streaming it. Like guys, we're going to find out who the fuck this person is, bro.
I'm glad you didn't, but that's hilarious. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude. I don't even know. Where are we going after that? You know what? This was it's kind of related. It was not a question my mom asked me, but we were talking about something. Oh, that's what we were talking about, which we didn't really get into. The pod, we're 30 episodes in. We did 30 episodes of PVC Podcast, which is pretty cool. 30 episodes in. So I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, oh, did you think you would ever, you know, do that many episodes? And I was just like, we were talking about it kind of in the sense of how we look at stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I always kind of just super look far into things. Not like, there's a weird balance of not like super invested, but I just see far for things that I care about. So I was like, yeah, I mean, 30 episodes. I figured, yeah, of course we did 30. She was like, oh, that's, you know, she was just looking at it differently. And I was like, that's kind of an interesting thing to talk about, of like how far you see things in general, whether it be this podcast or just what you're doing in life or, you know, content creation or whatever. So yeah, I want to ask you about that. How far do you look at things, whether it be this or just whatever you do, like even relationships and stuff like that?
Well, well, with the pod, I honestly, I see it going far. There was a part of me, I mean, like I like to think of different outcomes. So I thought maybe what if we just, you know, kind of just be like, man, this shit ain't going nowhere and just give up, you know? But what if we just keep pushing and we kind of blow up? We get an audience, you know? I think that's going to happen if we keep doing it. And I've been thinking of ways to promote the podcast in my own way too. So yeah, I think it has a lot of potential, definitely. And I was watching Adam's
Yeah,
podcast.
technical
And
alpha. Yeah.
I went back to see where they started and where they are now. And
Yeah, I've done that too. Yeah, I've done
good.
that with a lot of podcasts.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's glow up, real glow up.
yeah,
So,
huge glow up. Yeah,
it's I see it lasting for a long while, honestly. And for content creation, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Like, this shit's
Yeah.
too hard. Like, but it's something I'm really ambitious about it. So I think I can get it to work for me. I don't think I'll be like 1 million deep, to be honest, but you know, maybe in a couple of years I'll make it to 100K. I don't know, maybe. But I feel like too many people tell me I have potential, right? So I feel like why stop? You know, why stop? Because I want to see what happens, and
yeah.
I see it going far, honestly.
Yeah. And like I guess for me, obviously, I mean, this is like the current thing I do that's creativity that I care about. Streaming is just like that's like a fucking antidepressant for me at this point. Like I stream to not feel like I'm doing nothing. It's not like a form of expression. I mean, I know we're just sitting here talking about whatever, but the whole process is more of a form of expression. And I've thought about, I mean, we mentioned it before. I think I want to maybe try making a little something more like open-ended YouTube, because like the whole editing and process, like all that stuff is just makes me want to never use a piece of fucking technology again. So if I could find something to be creative, but like not get that deep, like I'm not putting fucking crazy transitions and effects, and I can't. Not that I physically can't, but motivationally, like I'm just gonna burn out if I try to do that stuff on a regular basis. But like for the clips, for example, you know, I added the little text motion thing for the intro and outro. Like that kind of stuff is enough to keep me, all right, I'm learning something new, but I'm not out here trying to make the next fucking Marvel movie for a 10-minute YouTube video. Like, no, I don't want to. I'm cool. I'm cool. It's gonna make me want to close this whole fucking program. So I mean, that kind of stuff, as far as creation, is much more invigorating for me, because streaming is like whatever. I just fucking what am I doing today? Nothing. All right, so I don't feel like a complete piece of shit because I don't feel like doing any chores. I guess I'll stream. So that's like, because I've been doing it for so long at this point, it's not a thought anymore. I just hit the buttons and it's all there. But as far as seeing things, like for me, it's like when I get for this pod, for example, because again, hopefully Tom comes back. We'll see. Whatever he's doing is what he's doing. It's not in any way being held against him. He does what he does. I've said that with all of us. But we talked about that a while ago, like a few years ago. We were like, we should have a podcast, and then, you know, everybody says they should have a podcast, and then never actually does it. So like we actually did it when we were here, and I was like, cool, I see this going for pretty long. But like when I just think of something that I like, I'm like, oh, I could do this forever. That's just kind of how I look at things. even like a job. Like I'll get a job and I'm like, I like this job. I could be here forever. That's probably going to change in a year or two or something. But when I see something that I'm into, I very rarely look at it like, this is only a little bit. And if I do look at something like that, that's for me usually like, you shouldn't do this at all.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if I don't look at it I can do this for a super long time, it's probably not going to work. Like, again, relationships. I was in college. I was in a really long relationship. And at that point with that person, I was like, well, yeah, we could get married. I would be okay with that. And again, clicking into reality, it was like, that's not going to happen. So that relationship ended. And then I was with somebody after that, which was kind of a rebound thing, but I didn't look at it like that because we talked to each other before. But it was like when we were together, I was like, I don't see this going anywhere after a couple years. So it was like, that's probably a sign that this probably just shouldn't happen.
That's a big ass sign, bro.
Yeah, I was like, it probably just shouldn't happen. And then of course it didn't last or anything. But then in the case with Heather, it was like, well, yeah, I literally don't see anybody else. I don't see me being with anybody else that is this compatible and works out and everything. I see that forever, you know, like it's not like it's not like oh, that's just a year. So I've always just kind of always seen things in the long term. And even like getting like my car. Heather's over here looking at me now. I even like getting like my car. Like when I've gotten my cars, I get them and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep this forever until something happens to it. Like it's not like I'm gonna get rid of this in a little bit. So that's like just kind of a mental thing. I don't know whether that is like a self-awareness kind of thing or what, but it was just something curious that the topic kind of came up talking to my mom when she was like, oh, did you think you'd be doing the pod for that long? So I was like, I don't know. I kind of always just looked at things that they'll just be there for a long time. Which is weird when things aren't. Like when I was in college, it was like, I'm just going to be here forever. But like, that's not how it works. Like you got to finish college at some fucking point. And then I did. And I'm like, well, this is fucking awful. Now I got to be a fucking human. But yeah, it was just interesting. So I was just, curious to see how we felt on just seeing things that last, or how you look at things in the future and kind of stuff like that. Like for your relationships, are you like, all right, this is going to be like, do you look at them long term, whether it's friendships or romantic or whatever?
Well, it depends, right? So with certain people, I don't know if I can say this. Well,
how about we just say friendships to be safe? How about that?
No, you know what? No, I'm gonna say it. No, I'm gonna say it.
Oh my god! Oh god!
So with the past couple of relationships I've been in, so this is before me and Val, right? So the girl I was with before, I was just going with the flow, and I was like, whatever happens, happens. But I'm enjoying this right now. You know, when I with Val, it was like. It was more like, yeah, I can definitely do this forever, but I feel like I might fuck it up. Right? Not saying that it's just my fault.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's just a feeling, right? Both people usually contribute to the end of a relationship. So I feel like
have to. In some way. It's a relationship. It's two people.
Yeah, so you know, for a while, so usually yes. If I'm really feeling somebody, like I'm in it. Like I wanna make things work. I don't want to just give up over some sour shit, even if it's a couple of months. Like if it's something that is clearly fixable, like I wanna like fix it, and because I'm a person who. Once I need to establish an emotional connection with someone before I'm that attracted to you. So I'm not necessarily pansexual because attraction, I can clearly see attraction. But when it comes to loyalty, once that emotional connection is there, it's going to be hard getting rid of me. You know, like I'm
Yeah.
a really loyal person, so very rarely do I feel like, man, this relationship is kind of shitty. I think I'm gonna leave. Very rarely, but it has happened.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. Very,
yeah,
very rarely
yeah,
has that happened. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we're no by means psychologists, but I feel like those kind of having that kind of emotion kind of ties into the kind of games we play, because it's like the same thing for me when I play a game. I don't ever want to play a game where it's like, oh, just boot this up, yeah, whatever, you're kind of done. Like, that's why I love Monster Hunter. It's a game that I could literally play forever. Like, I love games like that I can play forever. Like, this week I've been trying to find something to fucking play because I got nothing to play. I stopped playing PSO, and I mean, I play Monster Hunter every now and then, but I've already done everything in that.
yeah.
So I'm like, I've been picking up other games. Like, I played Cyber Shadow. I think that was 2 weekends ago.
I saw that.
I tried playing this one game, Narita Boy, and the shit didn't even fucking work right with my computer. I was like, oh, fucking whatever, I'm turning this shit off. And I was playing Blasphemous.
Yeah.
And that game looks, the art style in that game is amazing. It's, you know, it's just like a one-time kind of, you know, Metroidvania, you play through it, whatever kind of game.
It's like Metroidvania slash Dark Souls.
Yeah, exactly. And I was playing through it, and it was cool, whatever. But I mean, we've talked about it before. I don't have much stamina for the Dark Souls bullshit anymore. It's all over in that fucking game, and I was like, I can't do this. I don't see this going anywhere. I don't see this me and Blasphemous relationship. I don't see it going anywhere, and I just fucking stopped playing. I was like,
God damn.
I can't fucking do this anymore. And then I started playing Gunvolt. But see, and then this was the other side of it. So I started playing Gunvolt 2, and I've been enjoying it. That game was awesome. It's a really fun game. The mechanics are sick. The art's awesome. It's a sick game, and I was playing it, and it was fun, and I was enjoying it. But it's a game where I'm gonna play it. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot like Mega Man X4, where you have, you know, Mega Man and you have X and Zero, and you can play either one. So you have Gunvolt and Copen, and there's like the two stories. And it's like I'll play through Gunvolt. I'll do my, I don't know, however many stages. Play through Copen, do however many stages, and then that's it. And the fact that I know I can visually see how long this game's gonna take makes me want to just like stop. And it's by no means the sense of the game being bad. The game is awesome, but I'm just like, this is only gonna last for so long. What's the point?
You know, for me, this is why I'm very picky about my JRPGs, because I like SMT because it is a game that, if you really like the game, it's made to be replayed over and over again, right? So, you know, you have hundreds of demons, multiple endings. You have a new game plus where you can choose to carry over certain things, and then you can make the game harder, right? So it's like, if you really like this game, you can play it several times before getting bored. And then if the game is long, that's even better. It lasts longer.
Yeah.
Right? Which is why I like Dragon Quest XI. Dragon Quest XI is a fucking long game. Perfect. And if I want to play it, it's like coming home. It's like watching like your favorite movie or some shit. You always want to come back to it. But that's also why I like games like Monster Hunter. Exactly. Because
that is
a game that
that genre of just hunting style games, because it's kind of, assuming the gameplay is there, the loop is as much as you want.
Action hunting games.
Yeah,
as it's
action
called in
hunting
Japanese.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. It's like PvE fighting game. You know? Like, play as much as you want.
That.
Get as better as you want to get. Like, I can fight Magnum. I fight Rathians all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
like,
Rathian Slayer.
I'm the Rathian Slayer, bro. Like,
and that's the thing that makes those kind of, that's what I feel is a make or break, and what Capcom has nailed from day one is the AI is just so important, right? Like, it has to feel, unless you're extremely hyper optimized, it feels like a different fight every single time.
Yes.
Which is thousands of times. It feels like a different fight every time. And that's like, it's honestly amazing how Capcom does it. And it's some of those things that like you, as a gamer, you just like play and you're like, oh yeah, this is just the game. But like you look at AI in games, like you look at fucking like GTA or even like Cyberpunk, and you'll find NPCs that are just doing the same shit over and over and over again, because it's just how that stuff is hard to make. So the fact that they have so many things, and again, you know, there's recycled animations and, you know, attacks and stuff like that, and there's attack patterns, but again, unless you're hyper optimized, a fight is different every single time, which is crazy.
You know what's funny? This is so SMT, for example, right? So there's demon negotiation and stuff like that, and it's semi-random. It mostly makes sense. So it's like if you get ambushed by a demon, sometimes they will tell you to beg for your life. Literally, because it's like they'll go first. Let's say it's a horde of demons, and you know you're probably going to get your shit pushed in. But they'll talk to you first and be like, if you want to live, give me all your money. You can choose either give them all your money and you're free from this fight, or say fuck you and bang it out. Like,
and what happens if you die in that game? Like, what's the...
Literally, game over. You restart back. You go back to the title screen. Like, it's punishing.
Oh, it's from the last time you saved.
Yes. It's punishing.
Okay, I thought you were going to be like, the whole game is dumb.
No,
like,
no.
Your save. I was going to be like, how the fuck does this game still exist?
No, it is punishing, though, because, like, you'll be exploring for 30 minutes, run into the wrong crowd of demons, try to recruit something. Like, you'll be like one demon was like, hey, I want to get to know you better, so let's shake hands. You shake hands. There's a paper in her hand. It says, too bad. And then the demon just attacks you. And like if you're not lucky, you might get crit to death. Like, it just happens like this. That's why I love SMT. Yeah. It's like a demon could just hit you one time, you get an unlucky crit, you're dead. Game over. Like, you know how many times that has happened to me in even SMT5? Like, that's what makes it so replayable, because it's so many different things can happen. You know, it doesn't feel like a mundane turn-based battle system. It's really engaging. And you can even read bosses the same way. Like, if you try to preemptively avoid something you know a boss is going to do, they're going to change up their entire strategy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because it's like one boss will charge the turn before and do a powerful fire attack. But if I start the battle and I try to nullify fire at the beginning of the battle, his whole turn is like his whole how do I say? At least 10 turns is going to be completely different, because I use that at the beginning of the turn. At the beginning of the battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
It's really good AI. It's pretty good.
So, you know, I wanted to mention that earlier, but since we're back on SMT, can you stream that game?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh, because I know Atlas has been weird with their like games of like sometimes you can stream it, sometimes you can't. Like, you can only go to a certain part of this game.
There's usually, I know for Persona 5, because it's so popular, they were like, you can't stream past a certain point without spoiling people. You know,
did they do that with this game, or is it?
No, the only thing they did do though is that you can't natively record on the Switch.
Oh, that's what it was. What?
Yeah.
So you have to use a capture card.
You have to use a capture card. Yeah, and I think that's a Sega thing. That's not even an Atlas thing. That's a Sega thing too. Really? Because even for the Yakuza games, like, they do the same shit.
What the hell? That's stupid. Is there any SMT stuff in PSO? Have they ever done that?
Not yet, but I'm sure it's gonna happen, because Sonic was a guest demon in fucking in this SMT mobile game, bro. Sonic is a guest character, And I was like, yo. I remember when Sega bought them out, like how many years ago was that? I was like, watch Sonic be in SMT, and it happened.
Yep, and it happened.
It's funny.
Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, I guess because I was talking about blasphemy and fucking bullshit in video games. There's the Elden Ring network test is out, so the gamers are excited about that. Again, I already said my stance on how I feel about it. I don't give a shit until it comes out to PC because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen literally any play. I know people have been putting videos up. I'm like, dude, I've
seen a lot.
Whatever. So yeah, what have you seen? How do you feel about it? I'm not like against hearing about the game. I'm just not seeking it out, like going to a fucking video, because it's just gonna make me want to play it, and I fucking can't. So whatever.
Well,
but I'll hear about your thoughts on it.
Well, it seems like everything. The game is literally the next step for Dark Souls, right?
For Dark Souls, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally. It just feels and looks like Dark Souls. It's just open world, and the game is probably
so. How open world is it? Because I mean, Dark Souls is open world.
No, it's open.
So what does that mean?
It means like Breath of the Wild open world. Like if you see it, you can go there. Like it's just open. No loading screens.
Like you can just go there? Oh, yeah. Okay. So no loading screens. Yeah. Okay.
Because like even how do I say it? There are some games that are semi-open world where like
yeah, I mean Dark Souls is.
Yeah, exactly. Big zones that are like split up. Yeah. But this game, no, the map is fucking insanely huge. Like it's a big ass map. So
okay.
I feel like you mix that with PvP and co-op, and then probably expansions. This game is never gonna not be played. Like it's fucking gold mine.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. I'm very after my experience with Sekiro, having not looking forward to that game at all. I didn't really care about it. It wasn't my thing. I didn't really care too much about that theming. I was like, what? It's not Dark Souls. Like the last thing they did was Bloodborne, whatever. Or no, I guess the last thing they did was 3, but people were fucking like, oh, Bloodborne. I was like, whatever. And then I just randomly played it, and I was like, holy shit. This is my favorite fucking game. This is my favorite game.
Sekiro was
my favorite game.
Sekiro was amazing, and I was kind of mild on it for a while until I saw more gameplay, and I was like, this is it. This is going to be like my Souls game. Because I dabble in Dark Souls, but I'm not like a huge fan. But Sekiro, I was like, this is it. I played that game like several times, over and over. So.
Yeah, and again, I'm very on record. I do not like to replay games. I replayed that game like 3 times to 100%.
Yeah, see?
So, yeah, that shows how much I love that game, because I don't like replaying games. But yeah, so I'm hoping the experience is going to be like that. I don't think it will be as that much because Sekiro, like, dude, it's Sekiro. You know, Sekiro is like comparing like MH World to like other Monster Hunters. Like you just, there's levels, man. And I don't care how much of a boomer you are or whatever. World is just a really fucking good game. Sekiro is just a really fucking good game. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, you know, Demon Souls, they're good games, but Bloodborne, whatever. Sekiro is just at a different fucking level. So I don't know if Elden Ring's gonna get there, you know.
Honestly,
but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good.
I think it might, because there's even a couple of bosses that some bosses are directly from Dark Souls. Well, not directly, but almost directly.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's gonna be one of those experiences that's gonna be like it's gonna be good. Like it's gonna be.
I'm really curious to see how much of George R. Martin is in the game. Not him himself in the game.
Yeah,
but like,
you mean like his influence, right?
His touch, his influence. Yeah, I curious.
think from what I heard, a lot of that comes through the story. Apparently, things aren't as cryptic as they used to be.
Yeah, I'm curious if they're gonna actually do a fucking story in this. Because I mean, Sekiro, again, more of the reason why it was so fucking good. It was an actual story. Like it was about Sekiro. That's the character. It was just about him, and you know his whole everything, and the characters around him, and all that stuff. So, and that was a breath of fresh air coming from all the previous FromSoft games. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Elden Ring. I think it's going to be good. I haven't looked at any network test stuff though, because it's not on a fucking PC. So
Yeah,
I don't
you
see it.
just wait it out.
Yeah.
Wait it out.
And we're so close anyway. It's not that far. A few months.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll be there before we know it. But yeah, so oh man. I wanted to talk about that. Well, hopefully you watch that by next pod. And there's a part 2, the Kanye West interview. I didn't want to watch it because whenever I see him out and people are talking about it, he's usually trying to fucking sell you something. And I'm like, dude, shut up. I don't want to buy some shit from you. But I was like, whatever. I watch a lot of Joe Budden. I watch Rory and Mal, and they were both talking about it. And I was like, you know, I'll watch it. And he actually wasn't trying to sell you anything. I mean, maybe like if you get fucking super high level intellectual, whatever he's talking about kind of stuff, maybe, but it wasn't like, hey, I'm here. New Yeezys coming out. Buy them. Right.
Yeah,
like it wasn't like that kind of shit.
That.
Yeah. It wasn't that. He was actually just talking about shit. Just talking about shit in his life and stuff. And it was kind of interesting to hear Kanye talk openly and
not be a billboard.
Yeah, not be a billboard and not I mean like he's Kanye, so there's antics and animations and stuff like that, but not like a over the top, like I can't even intake this. Like he was speaking sentences and they were understandable from a general standpoint. Like there were a lot of levels to the things he was saying, but it was understandable. And I feel like I haven't heard him speak like that in a very, very long time. So that was cool. And there's a part 2, which I haven't watched yet. So we'll talk more about it next week. But I did want to just mention it a little bit because, you know, like I said, I almost didn't watch it because I was like, he's just going to fucking sell me something. But he didn't. So if anybody watching this was like, maybe, but he's going to make me buy Yeezys or talk about, I mean, he talks about all that stuff, but it's like, oh, go listen to Donda, go stream Donda. Like he didn't, you know, it wasn't any of that. He was talking about like actual life and his relationships and his wife and marriage and labels and like he got into like nerdy music stuff, like actual music he likes and artists influence him and stuff like that. It was cool.
Didn't they get a divorce or some shit?
That he talks like he openly talks about that stuff and papers and all that. And yeah.
Damn.
Which was like totally interesting to hear about. You know, as much as we may say whatever we say about Kanye doing the antics he does, he's an extremely influential person when it comes to music. Like, you know, it's like when people say what they say about Michael Jackson, it does not matter. He's Michael Jackson. Like, there's things that Michael Jackson's done that no other human has done. And Kanye's up there too, with doing things that just no other humans have done.
Also, I think Michael just didn't. Michael was too private, kind of to a fault, because no one really knew the real Michael. You only hear that from people who hung out with him, like Chris Tucker or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
And it's no coincidence that everyone that has hung around Michael will tell you that he's not who you think he was. Like, you talk about women and all that shit. People used to think he was gay or some shit. And it was like, no.
Because they just didn't know.
He just never talks about that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, I really wonder, I feel like he'd still be private even if he was still alive now. But I wonder if any of that stuff would be any different. But he's like, when you're that big of a megastar, like the things that happen on this plane of existence just like don't matter. So like, he'd probably still be just as private. Which is why it was interesting to hear Kanye. Because I mean, to some people, he's on that plane of existence where none of this shit fucking matters. So for him to, you know, for lack of a better term, come down and, you know, just talk about shit. You know, just drinking, he was smoking, just doing like normal human shit. Yeah, it was cool. So I'm gonna watch the second one too, and you watch the first one, and we can actually talk about it, because there's definitely some stuff in there that I think we could both talk about. That's interesting. Oh shit. There's one on here that's a little hefty. We could save that because we already talked about something else, but this might be maybe this is hefty. Maybe this is spicy, but maybe we might get fucking canceled over this. I don't care. Is COVID ever going to be over?
I know what you're going to say. Wait, do you want it to be over though?
I'm that's just I don't know.
Oh, well, to be honest,
because at this point, the world's just like,
I think
go
the
do
world,
all the shit you hated to do, but COVID's here, so you have to do them all in a really annoying way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Is it over or is it not? It's not over, and it's not going to be anytime soon. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's another like terrible variant out there somewhere. Like, it's the new 9/11. Like, it's just going to change the world. Like,
yeah,
it's not just going to change the U.S. now. The entire world is changing. And it's like, remember, I know in Japan, when people are sick, they wear masks. Nowhere else does that. But now, everywhere is going to do that. Everywhere.
And that's the thing. And that's like where I'm at with it. Because again, for work, I travel a lot. I go to a bunch of different places, like a bunch of different businesses, and I do work and all kinds of stuff. And like, it's at a point where, like, yes, I know I'm supposed to wear the mask, but it's like some businesses are wearing them, some aren't. Nobody cares whether you do or don't. Like, I'm vaccinated, so sure. But if I wasn't, you know, well, at this point, at least in America, I'm just like, look, if you're not vaccinated, it's by choice. And if it's by choice, it's not going to change. So what are we waiting for? If you're vaccinated, that's it. And if you're not, fuck off. You're choosing to not do it at this point, which is whatever. I don't care. Because I chose to get vaccinated. So it's like, can we just, are we following these weird rules forever? Is this just the way it is? Or is this just until they feel like they have a grip hold back on fucking society and they can make us work for $12 an hour again? Like,
bro, I don't know, but I don't like working with a mask on. That's for one. Like, that shit.
Me neither.
That shit.
And I'm doing all types of weird shit. I'm crawling in weird spaces, climbing on ladders, like doing physical shit, breathing.
Yeah, it exerts me so much more faster. Like,
yeah.
I don't like it. But
and then it's just like, oh well, it's COVID, we can't do this, but you still have to do that. And it's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, make up your mind. Are we going back to 2020 and I don't got to do anything again? Or do I got to do all this shit? Because if I do, then what the fuck? Why are you saying this to me?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't. Only thing I do know is that if there's another outbreak of some shit, I ain't going nowhere. Like, I ain't going nowhere. And I'll leave my damn job again. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Not doing it. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, people are just more aware. I mean, we were talking about that. I was talking about on my stream that, like, I feel like 21 was worse than 20.
It's feeling that way. Definitely.
For the people who weren't deathly affected.
Yeah.
21, I feel, was worse than 20.
Dude, 2020 was actually kind of lit. Like,
it's like the first time so many people ever had a break, like an actual break.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I go on vacation, like a week vacation when you've been working 5 days a week for 20 years. It's not a fucking vacation. It's just a break to make you think it is. So then you could just work another 5 years, fucking 50 hours a week. We actually had a break last year.
Yo,
and I don't think that's ever gonna happen again. And in our lifetime,
dude. So like so much happened that year. It almost feels like a fever dream. Like
yeah,
it was like I know one day at work I was talking to a coworker about it. Well, my supervisor about it, and then like the next minute, I had to leave my job because I was like, "Fuck that." I was like, "Fuck that shit." Like,
yeah,
and I kind of made it worse because I was telling them I'm gonna come in, and then when I gotta come in, I was like, I don't know if I'm coming in. I don't know. Give me another week. The week comes, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if I can come in. You know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving. I gotta go.
Fuck it.
I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I can't do this.
Yeah,
And then, like, the fact that I could literally just do whatever I want, go to sleep, not have to give a fuck about anything.
bro, it's like the first time I've been like free.
I haven't been that
forever.
free in a long time. I can tell you that.
Because even like summer in high school, like, oh, I got summer off. Like, it was like, all right, well, you either don't have a job and your parents are telling you got to get a job, or you have one, so you're working, or like you're in between before you go to college, and I got to think about college and doing it. Like, I didn't have to think about anything.
It was
the only time where I had months that I didn't have to think about anything.
Months of just doing whatever the fuck you want, and 9 times out of 10 you were still getting money for it. It was crazy. Like, it was absolutely insane. The fact that like all me and John did was play games, hang out, drink, still get money. Like,
those months were the best months of my Twitch career financially.
Yeah, I remember you were streaming every day, and I was watching like almost every day. I remember.
Yeah, hands down, like tenfold of what I get now, which is not like it's by no means is it like, oh man, I wish I was making that much now. Like, I don't stream that much now, so of course not. But
you
like,
could if you wanted to, though. You definitely could.
No.
Why not?
No, not while I work fucking 50 hours a
No,
week.
I mean,
there's
like,
no way.
I mean, like, you would have to leave your job, though. Or you would have to at least work part time or some shit. But you could do that, though. Definitely.
Yeah. I was like, there's no fucking way I'm streaming 14 hours a day when I have to work fucking 10 hours a day.
Nah, like, I come home and I barely want to edit a video. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, no way. But yeah, it was crazy. And that's why I'm just like, look, just put me back in that, or this shit's done.
Yeah, like I sometimes I want to say that, but I know it's weird because for some people it's really rough, right?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I say 21 is worse, I'm speaking again from the people who haven't experienced deathly issues and stuff like that, or, you know, life-altering issues. And there's a lot of people who have. By no means. I mean, Heather works at elderly center. Like, people died. Like, I'm by no means am I like, oh, it's not real. It's real. People fucking died. But the world, society is like, oh, dude, they're back to normal, when it's like not. Like, no, your fucking mind.
It's not normal. It's like semi-normal, right? Like, it's not. It's definitely not normal, and the only reason why I went back to my day job is because I need money, you know?
Yep.
Like,
That's why I found a job.
If I had, like, maybe, like, a little over 1,000 now, I'd still be just home. Like, that's enough for me, especially now that I'm single.
Yeah.
I'm spending money on.
What are you spending money on? Yeah. Exactly.
And to be honest, like, with all the money I got throughout the year, if I was single that whole year, you know, I'd have enough to buy.
You still have,
I have enough to buy. I would be able to move out right now, bro. Like, if I saved up all that money, like, I would have been out of here. Like, you know, but, you know, didn't happen. But
hey, you live. Take the time. Take the days you got as you got them.
I enjoyed all of it. All of it.
You never know.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I get it when there's like, when there's rich people and they're like, I just spend a bunch of money, but I still feel like shit. I'm like, yeah, you say that because you're rich. Nah, I get it. Sometimes you feel like shit, you just buy shit, and you're like, I didn't fix anything. That didn't fix a damn thing. But whatever. Fuck it. The money doesn't go anywhere when I'm dead. I can't take it with me, so fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, man, I bought mad shit with that money, bro. Like, I bought so much shit. I got my PC with that money. Like, I got, what else did I got so much fucking shit, bro. I bought 2 Xboxes with that money. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it, man. Who knows where it'll be fucking next year. Where we'll be next year, you know? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never fucking know. But yeah, I think that covers all the stuff we had. There's a couple other things here, but we could talk about. Oh, Twitch is on the Switch now. Whatever. Kids gonna be watching titty streams. They're gonna be watching hot bathtub streams. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Put on your TV now.
I mean, watching girls like licking the mics and shit.
Yeah,
for ASMR.
Watching it on your handheld device. You don't have a phone.
On a toilet.
Switch.
Watching titty stream on a toilet with your pee in your hand. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah,
let me tell you, bro.
It took 5 years.
Before I had a smartphone, I had a DS. And I would use the browser on the DS to go to porn sites. And I was like, man, I'll make this shit work, bro. I'll make this shit work.
Fucking 300 by 200 pixel.
I didn't give a shit. As long as I got the picture on one screen, I was like, I'm good. Whatever. It don't look weird.
Could it split? Could it
if
split?
If I split it, it'd look mad weird, right? But unless you want like a dynamic experience, you can get 2 pictures and put one at the top and one at the bottom.
Could you
know,
play 2 videos?
Yeah, I tried to do that. Yeah, cause like when you watching one video and it's just not doing it, so you gotta switch it up.
You just have another one ready.
You just got both of them right there, bro. It's perfect.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, those days are gone.
Hell
The dual display, because it was on 3DS too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't they have a browser too? Oh my god. I'm glad I just decided to mention that in passing before wrapping up the but yeah, so I think that'll wrap up the topics we have. Usually at the end of the pod, we take some questions, whether you leave them here on the YouTube, which is the preferred place. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Think of I'm gonna make a poll and put it on Spotify, because that's the thing you could do, and I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna figure out how to do it. So what's a poll I should make? Think of a poll.
Well, what? Shit, that's hard. Yeah.
I'm putting you on the spot. What are we talking about today?
What's your favorite episode of PVC Podcast?
But I can't put 30 options on the poll.
Oh,
what?
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what the
Let
fuck.
me do something. What were we talking about today? Oh, you know what? What's your favorite GTA? That's what I'll do.
Oh.
3, Vice City, San Andreas. I'll make a poll on that, put on the Spotify for the Spotify listeners, because I know we got some Spotify listeners too. So I'll make that poll. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Because yeah, that's pretty cool, and it gives me honestly more reasons to look at my phone to make me feel better about spending that $600. So yeah, at the end of the pod, we take some questions, whether you left them either on the YouTube or on the Discord, which I'm trying to aim that more towards the YouTube. Put stuff you want to say about the pod on the YouTube. I know my Discord's cool and we talking there, but put it on the YouTube for the analytics. We had some comments this last video. I appreciate it for the folks who left some comments. Or you can tweet us. That works too. If you're like, I don't know, public YouTube, it scares me, comments, you can just tweet any of us. We didn't get it today, but Hot Semi Sliz or Wyverian 4G, you can tweet any of us questions. Be like, hey, question for the @PVC Podcast. And then we'll write it down. We'll answer those and yeah, go from there. So we got one from Alex. If you could magically learn one creative / artistic skill overnight and could be considered an expert, what would it be? Example, like drawing, 3D art, musical instrument, dancing, etc. I think I have an answer. What is yours, Mike? What you got?
Well, shit. I would say digital art. Because as a former artist, I always wanted to do that, but I lost my passion for art.
So digital art, like what, like 3D modeling and stuff like that? Or like paint brushing or like Photoshop digital art?
More like 3D.
Okay.
More like 3D.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, oh yeah, what?
A game studio could hire me.
Yeah. Well, I think any kind of art style, any kind of artwork, because I mean, concept art
even
is just as important, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Because I mean, look at all the concept art they show us for Monster Hunter with all the armor sets and all that shit. Somebody had to draw all that.
Yeah.
And then they render that. So all that stuff is useful. But yeah, obviously 3D modeling. I think for me, it would be probably, well, it said musical instrument. Well, I mean, I guess musical instrument, but it'd be, I think it's a mix between just music production or just drawing, like with my hands. Like I can't draw shit with my hands. Like,
why not?
Terrible. I'm just not good at it. I love graphic design. I could design things like put stuff down. I could see it, but like the hand-eye when it comes to like drawing something that looks good, just not good at it. Just not great at it. That's why I like graphic design so much, because I don't have to do that. I can do it all in other ways, like numbers and math and lines and angles and all that kind of stuff, and snap to grids or place things so they look well. Like making, my wallpaper and stuff. Like, I made, like making this was fun. I was just able to just make it.
Yeah, okay.
But I can't fucking draw for shit. If somebody was like, hey, draw that wallpaper from scratch, like no tracing, looked terrible. It looked horrible. So either that or like music production. But music production is kind of a cheat because I can a little bit do it. Like I used to do it a lot. So like that's just like I should just practice and do it. But yeah, drawing. That's probably what it would be, because I can't actually draw at all. Like I did a thing. It was during one of the PAXs. I tried to do like a 30-day draw something every day. That shit, I got like halfway through and was like, fuck this. And I was like drawing stuff, and I did like a bunch of little like Monster Hunter doodles and stuff, and they were like cute, silly stuff, but it wasn't like good. Like I did one of like Zora like swimming out the cave after you repel him, and I did one of like Colv with like the little gauges. I should find those. I think they're on my Instagram, but yeah.
Simple things are like
that.
Like for me, you see that thing right there? Wait, right?
What? Your
right there.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little
something like
with the red hair.
Yeah, something like that. Easy for me to do. Even like me not drawing for years, I could do that. But a monster from Monster Hunter, fuck no.
Yeah. Like I drew some stuff for Monster Hunter, but it was like super tiny, like flat, like two colors kind of shit, right? Like drawing some shit that looks like realistic. No way. no shading, lighting, depth. Nah, I can't do any of that shit. Nope. Yeah, I can't do any of that. So that's probably what it would be for me. But yeah, I think that'll wrap up the pod. It's a pretty good pod. We got episode 30. Man, that's crazy. Wait, put a little clap for that. Episode 30. Clap it up. That's pretty cool. We got 30 episodes in, and I think we got more to come. Enjoy. I hope you folks who are watching are enjoying it. We appreciate you all being here, whether you're listening, watching, all that cool stuff. And do the things, the comment, the buttons, like, and the comments,
share,
subscribe, all that stuff. Subscribe. And
Twitter.
We'll see y'all.
Get on the Twitter.
What? Yeah, the Twitter. Yes, the Twitter.
Yeah, get on Twitter.
And we will see y'all next time. Have a good one, y'all. Bye. Peace.
Goodbye. Twitter.